In today's video, we are jumping into the Star Wars mod, into this awesome Star Wars mod, which literally merges my two favorite things in the world, Star Wars and Minecraft. Mod, you can travel to different planets and encounter different kinds of creatures. Like, for instance, right now, I'm on Hawk, and as you heard, different types of creatures, various different planets, along with various different guides, like my little buddy, R2. Anyway, I haven't even shown you guys the best part. But for that, I'm gonna head back to Tatooine. In this one special structure, the Jedi Temple, to make all your Jedi dreams come true. Anyway, let's get into the video, guys. And welcome to the Star Wars expansion mod. As you can see, don't expect much content from this. It does have a little content, but as right now, this mod is currently in early alpha or early development. I don't know which one. Anyway, let's get on with this. So first and foremost, you need to find to actually begin this mod, you need to find a broken escape pod, which can be found which can be found pretty much anywhere around the world. You just need to find this, which actually is pretty impressive. Like, the model in general and everything is very impressive, and plus you can actually see like the skid marks of the escape pod and everything. Really cool. So as you can see, I assume this is going to be changed in the future, but for right now, what you need to do is craft a reparation kit, which can be crafted with 8 iron and an iron block in the middle, and that's how you get a reparation kit. It's super easy to do it as of right now. I assume it'll be changed, but all you gotta do is just take the reparation kit, click it, and now you'll have a fully functioning escape pod. As you can see, you have one button in the bottom corner, so Z. So you have a few planets. You have Earth, Hoth, Kashyyyk, and Endor. So Kashyyyk, as of right now, it doesn't work as of right now. But Tatooine, Hoth, Earth, and Endor all work. They all work. So let's go to Tatooine first. Oh god. So as you can see with Tatooine, home of the Banthas, and not much else, if I'm being honest. Home of the Banthas, and home of some of the more iconic Star Wars creatures. Obviously the Bantha first of all, which, look at this model, and obviously each creature has its own unique set of sounds, own unique set of movements. Watch. Look at the movement. It's very unique, it's very set to everything, it's very cool. And then we have, well, more Banthas. We're gonna have like a ton of Banthas over here. And this is another thing filled with more creatures that you'd find. The Tuskin Raiders, which obviously, yeah, if you've known as a Star Wars, if you are a Star Wars fan like me, you'd know they are pretty much the savages of the Star Wars universe. I'm just gonna grab this. As you can see, and look at the model on these things, the gun, like you actually get like a whole kind of animation while holding the gun. So this is the DL-45, and it'll actually sound exactly like a gun in Star Wars. So with the Tusken Raiders, you'll get these vases, you'll get campfires, you'll get the moisture evaporator, and not much else. You'll find but that's pretty much it. And the Gradifi staff. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And then if I just, because I don't know where it is, but and then the Tatooine village. The Tatooine village is as said. Oh god. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so the Tatooine village is basically, well, you know, a huge village. You'll find moisture evaporators, you'll find Banthas in cages, you'll find... Also, as said, you'll find different aliens. So if you wanted to, you'll find Rhodians. You'll find other different mobs. If you wanted to create that iconic scene of Han shooting first, there are also traders as well, which trade for galactic credits. But if you want to, all of these, all these people are traders, and they will all trade. They will trade you all galactic credits. And then you got the food, which is as of right now, there's no actual food from the Star Wars series. But when you go into the houses, you'll find different species. So Rhodians, you'll find a ton of different species. You'll find ore just built into the buildings, like rubber ore, which you need for some things. You'll find moisture evaporators. You'll find hay. It's like a normal village. Obviously, with the traders, I assume they will have models. Okay, this is a human, but so to get this, you need the Dunium ingots and galactic credits. There's two versions. There's the gold and then there's the silver version of galactic credit. And then you'll find other buildings and stuff. There's not really much in these buildings. Anything, it's just for because as I said, this mod is not quite done yet. So you'll just find a ton of empty buildings with some species and everything. And if you're lucky, you'll find a vehicle rental place with a land speeder. Yep. And land speeder, as said, is the same one that Luke Skywalker uses in episode 4. Right now, none of the vehicles have sounds, but I will say the model looks amazingly cool, though. The model looks great. Like, look at the model. It's so detailed, it looks so good, and obviously you can only seat one, but right now none of the vehicles have sounds or anything, so they're working on that. And then you got the hut, and then you get the pirate ship from episode 6, yeah. Then you got the pirate ship from episode 6, which is made purely out of metal. Made purely out of this metal block. So the pirate ship, it'll have Jabba's guards on it. The Gamorreans. It'll have a few other things. It'll have the freaking the Rhodian, the thing. It'll have humans. It'll have a ton of other stuff. Cad Bane. If I'm misremembering any Star Wars characters, then let me know. And then they'll have all their own sound effects. You'll have a downstairs area, which is very, very full of stuff. You'll find a ton of galactic credits. You'll find a ton of other stuff in this downstairs area. You'll find fruit. You'll find... Yeah, so my mistake. They do actually have Star Wars food. Sorry. Yeah. You'll find food. You'll find a lot of other... You'll find a lot of other stuff around here. Mostly you'll find Gamorreans, you'll find bounty hunters, you'll find your normal stuff around here. And then obviously you'll find Jabba the Hutt, which I think they did a really great job on the model. They did a very, very nice job on the model. I'm just gonna shoot him for the kick of it. But no, they did a very good job on the model. So that's it for the pirate ship. But there is a few more things which we might as well show. The Jedi Temple, the Jawa Sandcrawler. Which the Jawa Sandcrawler is what it sounds like. Crap, I landed in the freaking... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so the Jawa Sandcrawler, this thing is huge. This thing is so huge. Look at it. It's beastly. It's awesome. It's very easy to spot, especially at night. But the Jawa Sandcrawler, as said, too bad it doesn't like close the door every time you flick the lever, but I guess that'd be too much. You got a workbench, which doesn't do anything as of right now, I don't think. I don't think it does anything as of right now. You got the little Jawas, you got the little guys, so which they will trade galactic credits, and they will trade electronic boards for droids. They even have their own sound. Teeny! You got droids in the back. You got different things. Money mangrove roots, mud. You got a ton of different blocks around here. Sometimes they'll have ore in here, but that's rare. And then you got the upstairs room, which is basically at this point just a Jawa hangout, pretty much. And then, well, pretty much. And the last, there's a few more things to show, but I want to show this off first of all, and then the Jedi Temple, which is the main thing to show. So the Jedi Temple, not this thing right here, this beastly thing right here, this freaking beastly thing right here. As you can see, you'll have statues. You'll have statues of Jedi. It's very cool. The model looks insanely cool. It actually looks really cool in your hand as well. The model looks great. And you got the weapons, which look amazing. But now onto the special part of this showcase. So onto this, as you can see, you'll get the modern bookshelf. You'll get a ton of other stuff. So once you find this temple, you'll find a ton of stuff in here. So the saber handle, the saber emitter, which you will need to craft a lightsaber. As of right now, these don't have any crafting recipes. As of right now, so a ton of stuff in the chests. So you'll find like 1 or 2 chests around here. They'll have saber emitters and they'll just have saber parts. But the real thing is these holocrons. So if I just, for example, if I just turn to survival, when you break these holocrons, you will blue kyber crystal, nice. You will get so each holocron will give you a different kind of kyber crystal. So I got purple and I got orange, purple and blue. Jeez, I can't speak. But yeah, each holocron will give you a random colored kyber crystal. Right now, there's only blue, purple, green, and I think that's purple again. Yeah, but right now I think there's only a few. There is, find it. Yeah, right now there's only five. There's only 5 kyber crystals right now. Yeah. Right now there is only 5 kyber crystals right now, which doesn't allow for very much variety, but it does allow for some. But it does allow for some variety at least. But yeah, there's only 5. So red, green, blue, yellow, and purple. But so if I just grab a ton of these crystals, actually no, hold on. So I just grab another one of these crystals each, and I will show you what I mean. And this, and this, and this, and this. So these are all the kinds of armor that we get in terms of being a Jedi. And then there's a ton of clone armor, which I will show you after. So with this, if I can find it, yeah. So with the armor, you'll get a few kinds of armor right now. So you'll get the traditional Jedi robes in varying colors. So you'll get the Jedi Temple Guard, the traditional Jedi robes. So you'll get the brown, the normal ones. You'll get the gray ones, the black ones, and then you'll get the Sith clothes, which the Sith clothes are actually really cool. And then you'll get the Jedi Temple Guards, which honestly look insane. And then you will get the I just destroyed the other thing. God, I really gotta master this whole. Okay, and then you will get the other thing. So the other thing would be the Jedi Grandmaster clothes, which the Jedi Grandmaster is basically, well, I'm not versed really much up on my Star Wars lore. I really should be, but I'm really not. But in general, so to craft a lightsaber, you basically what you need a saber handle, and you need a saber emitter, and then any kind of kyber crystal goes in the start. So for example, for me, I'm making a blue lightsaber, and then so basically any kind of lightsaber will go in the start. So you can make every single kind of lightsaber that you want. So say if I just do this, yeah, so you can just make any kind of lightsaber you want. So I'm just gonna make all 5, because as of right now there isn't much like in general to the lightsaber. So you got the blue lightsaber, the green lightsaber, the purple lightsaber, the yellow lightsaber, and the red lightsaber. Yeah, welcome to Hoth, which basically there's the Hoth base. So this is the Hoth base, and then there's a ton of tauntauns out here. Yeah, there's a ton of annoying tauntauns out here. This is what I meant to show you before I got gunned down by battle drones. The lightsabers, which looks, I have Solaris shaders on, which looks insanely good with shaders on. Yeah, so the tauntauns, they will actually drop they'll drop tauntaun leather. So, and it looks insanely good with shaders on. Yeah, and for that force jump ability that you saw me do earlier, you need to be wearing Jedi robes for that. So the only way to get the force jump ability is to wear any kind of Jedi clothes. So say like for example, you're wearing. Yeah, so that's the only way to get the force jump ability is to wear Jedi clothes. But on a planet like this, that's not really advisable. Yeah, so this is what all the lightsabers look like. Looks really cool, especially the shaders. If I'm being honest, I like the blue one the best, honestly. Looks so cool with shaders. Looks amazing. I love it. I love the reflectiveness it gives off. For the shaders, like an actual lightsaber. So cool. So yeah. And then these are the Kalto tanks, which basically, if you're a Star Wars fan, these tanks are known to regen and heal wounds. So I assume, I mean, I can't assume anything, but it would be cool. It'd be really cool if these tanks were used to heal wounds from the player or from any other things as well. And this is my favorite room of all. This is where we get into the snowspeeder, which any of the vehicles, which you can't, for some reason you can't get. For some reason the snowspeeder won't get out of there, and then you've also got tauntauns. And yes, these things are as annoying as they are rideable. And yes, these things are annoying as they are. So these things are pretty annoying and pretty rideable at the same time. So if you wanted to create that iconic scene with Han looking for Luke, you can. Yeah, I'm gonna get off this planet before I get a migraine. Next vehicle, the X-Wing, which again, these models look insanely impressive. I really love it. Yeah, but with the ships, the armor has to come off. The armor can't stay on because the ships make you invisible, so the armor can't come on, which I think is, I'm not sure if it's a bug or the mod is designed that way, or I'm not really sure. Yeah, so this is the last planet on the showcase. Yeah, so this is the last planet on the showcase, which is the... Yeah, so this is the last planet, which is... If I can figure out what the hell's making that noise... Which, the last planet is Endor. I freaking love the lightsabers, though. I really do. They look so good. They look amazing. It's great. So Endor has a few different locations on it. If you look, it has the redwood tree, the giant redwood tree duplicate, and the redwood tree, and the actual redwood tree. So we have the redwood tree, which literally any of these are considered redwood tree, which literally this is what a redwood tree is. This right here. Which it's literally just a redwood tree. And then we have the other structure, which is the giant redwood tree. So we have the giant redwood tree, and then we have the giant redwood tree duplicate. The giant redwood tree would be this, and then, yeah, there's not really much, like, in terms of structures to really see on this planet, except for that crashed X-Wing over there. But, yeah, and if you fly around, you will, like, if you look around, which you can actually manually fly the ships, you will find our Ewok friends. We'll find our Ewok friends, which I'm just gonna beat the Ewoks to death with a lightsaber. Yeah, before the Ewoks... Yeah, before the Ewoks help me to death for finding their... before slaying their brethren, I'm gonna find a way off this planet. I hope you guys enjoyed the showcase. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and strike the bell with the lightning so you never miss another video. And I will see you guys later. Bye! And there are some other stuff in this mod that I didn't go over, so if you guys do want a part 2 to this mod, leave a like. I'm going for like maybe 5 likes, if that. Bye, guys!